One song forced MTV to abandon its color barrier. Another earned a literal U.S. patent. Another became the first single in Billboard history to debut at #1. Ranking Michael Jackson's 15 greatest songs means weighing chart dominance against cultural earthquakes, and the track sitting at #1 probably isn't the one you'd pick. To prove why it belongs there, we start where the solo legend began. At number 15, Wanna Be Startin' Something launches the countdown with a groove that traveled continents before ever hitting the charts. The chant that drives its bridge, Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kusa, was lifted straight from Manu Dibango's 1972 Afro-funk hit Soul Makossa. Jackson's use of the phrase led to a copyright dispute and a later settlement, a rare moment when an African musical hook was officially recognized in Western pop royalties. That global borrowing was not just a nod to the dance floor, it set the tone for a solo career built on fearless fusion and rhythmic risk. At number 14, Rock With You marks the moment Michael Jackson stopped being a child star and started rewriting the rules of pop. Rod Temperton, who would later pen Thriller, wrote the track, and it topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 consecutive weeks in early 1980. Temperton's songwriting style, all velvet melodies and disco shimmer, gave Jackson the perfect canvas to break away from the Motown formula. The song's long run at #1 and its R&B chart dominance proved that Jackson, now in control of his sound, could move beyond the Jackson 5 and command the adult charts on his own terms. At number 13, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough cements that transformation. This was Jackson's first solo adult #1, hitting the top of the Hot 100 in September 1979. He wrote it himself, and the song's stuttering rhythms and falsetto hooks became instant signatures. The track earned him his first Grammy as a solo artist, Best Male R&B Vocal Performance in 1980. More than just a chart milestone, it was the moment Jackson seized creative control, setting the stage for the record-shattering albums to come. These 3 songs don't just open the ranking, they lay out the blueprint: global rhythms, songwriter autonomy, and a drive for the top spot that would define every era of Michael Jackson's career. Number 12 arrives with The Way You Make Me Feel, a track that turns a simple street flirtation into a full-blown chase scene. Directed by Joe Pytka, the video ditched the fantasy backdrops of earlier hits for a gritty, urban block, where Michael pursues model Tatiana Thumbson through steam and neon. The Steadicam work keeps pace with the choreography, matching every sidestep and swirl. Released in 1987, this single peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, but it is the video's energy that pushes it up the ranking. Instead of a standard performance clip, Jackson crafts a miniature romantic drama, one that set the tone for pop videos as short stories, not just song promos. Then, at number 11, Bad takes the ambition even further. The song's 18-minute short film, directed by Martin Scorsese, transforms a New York subway platform into a stage for identity, loyalty, and redemption. Wesley Snipes, in his first major screen appearance, plays the rival who tests Jackson's resolve. The production budget soared to around $2 million, an unheard-of figure for a music video in 1987. With its extended narrative, character arcs, and dramatic tension, Bad was not just a video, it was a signal that pop music could borrow the language of cinema. These 2 songs climbed the ranking not just for their hooks, but for how they raised the stakes for what a music video could be, paving the way for the blockbuster visuals that would define Jackson's next era. Number 10 marks a collision of genres and ambition. Black or White did not just debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in November 1991. It did so at a speed that left industry veterans stunned. The single's impact stretched beyond pop, powered by Slash's unmistakable guitar riff recorded in Los Angeles, which cut through any lingering divide between R&B and stadium rock. Its video, directed by John Landis, reached over 500 million viewers at its premiere, featuring morphing faces and a panther dance that sparked headlines and debate. More than spectacle, It was Michael's ability to bring together Top 40, MTV, and rock radio that secured its place, a testament to his reach in a shifting musical era. At number 9, Scream turned sibling rivalry into high art. Released in 1995, it paired Michael and Janet Jackson in a futuristic duet that broke records for both sound and vision. Mark Romanik's direction came with a price tag of $7 million, making it the most expensive music video ever made. Every frame is packed with detail, gravity-defying sets, sharp black and white cinematography, and a relentless industrial groove. While Scream peaked at number 5, its legacy is the audacity of its production and the spectacle of two icons pushing boundaries together. Number 8, Human Nature, reveals a quieter story. Steve Porcaro's demo, nearly lost on a cassette's wrong side, caught Quincy Jones's ear thanks to a tape deck's auto-reverse. The song's gentle melody and introspective lyrics offered a pause amid Thriller's energy, peaking at number 7, but lingering as proof of Michael's subtlety and the role of chance in pop history. At number 7, Earth Song delivers a kind of impact rarely seen in mainstream pop. Released in 1995, this ballad stormed the United Kingdom singles chart, holding the number 1 spot for 6 consecutive weeks, and ultimately becoming Michael Jackson's third best-selling single in British history. While it peaked at number 18 in the United States, its reach in Europe was massive. By the end of that decade, stadium crowds across Germany and the United Kingdom would shout the chorus back at Jackson, sometimes drowning out the band. More than just a chart success, Earth Song became a rallying cry for environmental and humanitarian causes, with Jackson performing it at the Brit Awards, surrounded by children and a stage set that erupted in pyrotechnics and protest. The song's gospel-infused arrangement and apocalyptic video set a new bar for what a pop anthem could take on, fusing activism with spectacle at a scale few artists have matched. Number 6 belongs to Thriller, a song that didn't just break records, it broke the mold for what a music video could be. Premiering on MTV on December 2nd, 1983, the Thriller short film ran over 14 minutes and cost nearly $500,000 to produce, a figure 10 times higher than the average video budget at the time. The gamble paid off. The video's premiere drew millions of viewers and cemented MTV's place in pop culture. Vincent Price's eerie spoken word cameo, recorded in just 2 takes, became instantly iconic, echoing through Halloween parties and dance clubs every year since. The video's choreography, with its zombie dance line and red leather jacket, sparked a global phenomenon. Decades later, 13,597 people in Mexico City set a Guinness World Record by dancing the routine in unison. Thriller didn't just top charts, it redefined them, turning a single into a multimedia event that made the music video as important as the song itself. At number 5, Smooth Criminal redefined stage illusion and stagecraft. Michael Jackson's anti-gravity lean, seemingly impossible, was achieved with a patented shoe device, U.S. Patent 5,255,452, blending showmanship and engineering in a way no one had seen before. Number 4, Beat It, brought together pop and rock through Eddie Van Halen's searing solo, recorded in half an hour after he nearly dismissed the invitation as a prank. The track earned Jackson the 1984 Grammy for Best Male Rock Vocal Performance, the first for a black artist in that category, a milestone that widened pop's sense of collaboration. At number 3, Man in the Mirror emerged from a 1-hour writing session with C. Garrett and Glenn Ballard, its message of self-reflection echoing worldwide. The song's instrumental played during Jackson's memorial in 2009, a broadcast heard by over 1 billion people, underscoring the song's emotional reach. In 1995, Michael Jackson set a new precedent when You Are Not Alone became the first song in Billboard Hot 100 history to debut at number 1. The track, written and produced by R. Kelly, arrived on the charts with a wave of anticipation and a radio-first strategy that maximized its opening impact. But when it comes to the greatest of all, the evidence points back to Billie Jean. Its chart run was unmatched. It spent 7 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and 9 weeks atop the R&B chart, the longest for any single that year. CBS Records president Walter Yetnikoff forced MTV's hand, threatening to pull all CBS content unless Billie Jean received heavy rotation. The result was a video that broke the network's color barrier and helped define the MTV era. The song's influence did not stop at the charts or the screen. On the night of the Motown 25 special, Michael's Moonwalk prompted a phone call from Fred Astaire, who described it as the most gifted performance he had ever seen. Billie Jean delivered on every front: chart dominance, cultural impact, technical innovation, and peer recognition. No other song in Jackson's catalog checks every box with the same authority, making its claim to the top spot almost impossible to dispute, no matter how heated the debate gets. Every ranking sparks debate, but the numbers don't lie. Michael Jackson's music still breaks streaming records decades after release. Greatness isn't just nostalgia, it's ongoing relevance. As new generations discover these classics, the conversation never ends. Which track tops your list? Drop your take in the comments below.